Rakhmonov, TKO, round one, gets the big win over Carlston Harris. To me, I don't know if you felt the same way, but it felt like Carlston Harris came out and he had some jitters. You know what I mean? He was a little too active, doing too much. When he was swinging for the fences. And Rakhmonov, with that very efficient style, fighting out of Kazakhstan, was just chilling, waiting. Do. Step back. We're here. No emotion, straight shots. Spinning wheel kick out of nowhere that you could tell surprised Harris. You know what I mean? He gets rocked a little bit, and then he jumps on his opportunity and gets the job done. AJ, we talked earlier about how scary of a man Rakhmonov is, but I just wanted to put this into perspective, folks, because if you don't necessarily put this into perspective, you won't know how impressive this is overall, right? So what I'm going to do, AJ, is I'm just going to go back to the Tapology page, and we're going to look at Shavkat Rakhmonov and look at the damage that the man has done over the course of his career. The man is 15-0, right? So let me zoom out a little bit. The man is 15-0, right? And when we scroll down here, let me take this out the way. Carlston Harris, he gets the KO right here. Brother, every single fight, 100% finish rate, rear naked choke, guillotine choke, win on first round punches, second round corner stoppage, third round punches, second round triangle, second round rear naked choke. Everything is a finish. It does not matter, brother. And it's ridiculous because he did a lot of his damage in M1, and M1 Global is a fight. I mean, Fedor was representing M1 for a long time. These are some of the best international fighters, a lot of Russian fighters. These are some of the best guys that you can find, right? He comes over to the UFC, and there's not a single problem, man. The 2 chokes, 1 knockout. The man is versatile. He can do it all. But that's the craziest thing to me. So right now, the man, I mean, listen, 6'1", 77-inch reach, born in Uzbekistan, fighting out of Kazakhstan. I mean, he doesn't have the personality, to be honest with you, because even in that post-fight pressure, I was like, that's rough, brother. Like, when they're trying to interview him, I was like, this is rough. The people don't want to see this. Come on, brother. Even Bisping was sitting there, and you could tell the whole time he was like, I'm trying to be done with this. Like, I'm not trying to be interviewing this guy. But if you take the personality and the entertainment aside, this is the dude who nobody's going to want to be the champion, who's going to be the champion, unless he can learn how to talk like Khabib a little bit. But I don't understand or see how anybody can put a dent or slow the man down, given his current fighting style, man. He's too efficient, you know what I mean? And you could kind of tell over the course of 3 rounds, I think he'd be able to do this all 3 rounds, no problem. He doesn't have a very high energy in terms of like an energy consumption type thing in terms of his fight style, man. How impressive, brother. What are we talking about? Just give me, is there anybody who could beat this man right now? If we threw him in the top 15, he could probably get some dubs. I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh, man, we threw him in the top 15. He could easily get some dubs. That top 10, that top 5, that's where the questions start to happen. But even that, he could still get some dubs up there, man. Shavkat Rakhmonov is the real deal. Like you said, rough for the entertainment perspective, but I think that leads to why he's such a good fighter, because he's sitting there, he's calculating, he's thinking, he's very calm. And when you're calm and you don't get your heart racing, the blood doesn't really start flowing, you can be more precise, more tactical, more deadly. And that's exactly what Shavkat Rakhmonov does, man. His interview style is just like how he fights, very calm, very dangerous. But like it's rough, because I honestly wish, and this is, I don't know, it could go either way with this, but I wish the translators of the fighters would do a little bit better job of helping them out, promote a little bit more. Because, like, as a translator speaking both languages, you know what he wants to say, and you know what people want to hear as well. I wish they would do a bit better of a job. Even Michael Bisping commented, saying he's like that at the end. He's like, that was an interesting. I forget the quote that he said about the interview, but he definitely had some remarks about it as well, even about the translator. So I wish they get a little help there. But that's about all he needs. That's about all Shavkat Rakhmonov needs, is a little bit of help in the translation and the promotion. Other than that, man, with the X's and O's and the hands and the fists, this dude is the real deal. Like you said, gonna be the champ. Maybe nobody wants to see it. I definitely do. I want to see him fight some real deal contenders, and I think it's about that time for him as well, man. What you think?
I mean, I'd have to agree with you right there, brother. I mean, translators got to do a little bit of a better job. I'm trying to remember the dude's name. Who he's he was with Davison Figueiredo, man, Walid or something like that, man. Where it was another fighter. I don't remember who he was, but Walid, a former fighter himself, he basically was taking over, and he was talking a gang of shit, right? And he was doing it for his fighter, but his fighter wasn't even saying those things. It was more of him just being like, nah, that's what we're gonna do, right? So it's a fine line. You don't want to step too far, but at the same time, give your fighter a little bit of help right here, brother. The man doesn't speak English. We got to make him, popular in terms of the everyday mind, the household name in the American audience. So it's unfortunate that you have to play that game, especially when this is an international game, man. I think there's only like 2 American champions in the UFC right now. But the big point is, come on. Shavkat Rakhmonov, a force to be reckoned with. I don't necessarily understand if if and or how people could be sleep on this man right now, I mean, you could sit there and be like, oh, I don't know who he is because I only watch McGregor and da-da-da-da-da, right? However, if you watch and you know anything about the welterweight division right now, you know this man is slowly but surely, it's like a ticking time bomb who's just waiting to get into that top 15 and start smashing people. So big win for Shavkat Rakhmonov. Didn't think he could do it, especially in the first round. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to win, obviously, but I didn't think he can get a finish in the first round. But yeah, this is a unstoppable force right there. At least it seems like it.